In life, you have what you need. Now just think of needs. Think of needs. You have what you need. All of the needs that you could possibly have, you have them. And you also have a multitude of your wants, the things that you want, which are separate from your needs. It's a clear division between the two. But are you the type of person, or of these two, do you need what you want? That's what I'm here to ask you. You have what you need.
Mm-hmm.
You have outlined and organized your wants like a wish list.
Okay.
But do you need what you want?
So I think of this as defining paradise.
Let us become sharper / TNS podcast, the podcast that is based on the barber business, CJ Clippers LLC. The business is sacred. The cleanliness of the sharp blade, the sharper the blade, the better the pay. This podcast is a spinoff of that brand, which is CJ Clippers LLC. We're doing good things in business today. And for the greater part of last week, we had a lot of involvement, people coming for that particular trade. So we try to improve not only the tools and equipment, but also the mindset of business. Today, we got the beautiful Delana back. Now, here's the reviews. So the people who watch the podcast, talked to me and they said, she's cool. She's cool. Like, okay, don't blow her up like that. She already, feel away. Don't do all that. But they actually said that she was powerful. So we want her back today. We got some work to do. We dropped the title, TNS Thursday Night Society, where dreams come true, from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m., where the players can be who they're supposed to be, where dreams come true. Your dreams come true. My dreams come true. We do it every Thursday night. Thursday Night Society is the place. Legacy. We are a venue. People support the venue on Thursday night. The society, long live the society. Back to my sweetheart Delana here. So, Delana, on our last podcast, the subject and the topic was, would you, of the two, would you rather have paradise with no voice, if you were duct tape and your hands tied, you can't talk, but you have paradise, everything that you would want, right?
Mm-hmm.
Versus having your voice, but having no amenities. That's where we left off. That's where me and you left off. And that's the last time we saw each other because of busy scheduling on both our parts. So we didn't have too much time to brush up. And we did do a slight preliminary before we got here on the air today, our little powwow that we had, just about brushing over the topic and the subject matter, the nature of our podcast this evening. But we did leave one thing out.
And what's it?
We did not clarify and elaborate on paradise. So everybody's paradise is different. Everybody's paradise can be paradise for you was not paradise for me. My idea of paradise and your idea of paradise are two different things. So when the question was asked, would you rather have, of the two, would you rather have paradise? We got to say what that means. Delana, as you sit here before me today, tell me how you feel.
Well, I just want to go back to my initial response. And I said, well, is that really paradise? And the reason I said that is because it's not my paradise. That would be your paradise. That's not what I consider paradise. So everyone has their own different version of paradise.
So tonight I want to know. I want to get in depth. I want to take a deep dive, a deep dig. Will you share with me what your idea and what your version of paradise is? Now I can't say mine on the air, so I'm not gonna say mine. So one of us gotta say theirs. I'm not, and I already told you I'm not gonna say mine, Become Sharper. So could you please, as a guiding, there's very, very few moments on this podcast where I'm guided.
Mhm.
But I would like for you today to guide me. Can you tell me what your version of paradise is?
In a relationship, my version of paradise is someone who is loyal, honest, a good communicator, hears me and sees me.
You believe in loyalty?
I do, because I have some amazing friends who will never, ever betray me. And I have some amazing sisters and sister cousins who are the same thing.
Okay.
And when I say loyal, oh, they are loyal.
I don't believe in loyalty.
Oh,
That's tough.
and why not?
I don't believe in loyalty because I believe that, and this is tough. I don't believe in loyalty. I believe that loyalty is based on each version of yourself. So the version of me that performs this way receives this type of loyalty. The version of me that performs that way receives that type of loyalty. And then the version of me that's this person receives a third version of loyalty, and so on and so forth. That's what I believe. Because loyalty, when you're looking for loyalty in people, especially when you're looking for loyalty, I don't think it registers unless you are someone who is worth being loyal to.
But it has to be in all aspects of you. See, I have loyalty in all aspects of me because I'm human and I am flawed. And those people who are loyal to me, they loyal to me in all of it. Not when it's convenient for them, not when it's convenient for me. And that's what I want is someone who is loyal to a fault because I need you to be loyal to me in all of my spaces.
Okay. We're gonna pause right there. So I just interjected for loyalty. So
Mhm.
your version of paradise is loyalty, someone that listens to you, hears you, and give me some more.
Who actually sees me for who I really am and not for what they think I am.
And that's paradise for you.
Absolutely, because when you get to know me and actually see me, it's not a lot of people who can say they do or
That that
have.
that not can I actually say that they rock with you.
Yes,
Once that
like that.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Well, I'm always with you. So that ain't no thing. That ain't you gotta worry about that. So that's your version of paradise. Now, would you rather have that with no voice? Or
That
are you including the voice in paradise?
the voice is included in paradise. See,
Okay,
in
so
my version of
so that's your
paradise,
version.
yeah. See, in your version of paradise,
Oh,
no,
whoa,
what? No,
whoa,
no, no. I'm not
whoa,
gonna say
whoa.
your version. I'm gonna say what you defined
Yeah,
as paradise,
yeah,
not your version. What you defined as paradise.
yeah. My version of paradise goes this way. So paradise is, I'll put it this way. We want to do an opposite of what isn't paradise, like what those people do over there. What they do, like on that side, like over that way. What I would like for to see in my life is amenities. The biggest thing for me is amenities because based on the lifestyle that I live, the amenities is the most important thing because I'm rarely privy to the main event. For example, I don't get to go to the event that everyone gets to go to, but I would still like to know that if I were to go to that event, that I would be front row or I would be in the box or I would be like that kind of thing.
Yes,
So that's what I mean by paradise. I just want to know that I'm loved and cared for. And I want it to be an endless, oh boy. I wanted to oh boy.
oh goodness.
Oh boy, here we go. I want it to be like as if you were cut on a faucet,
Uh-huh.
but somebody, like let's just say that you had a faucet, right?
Hmm.
And then someone come along and say, can you pass me a glass of water? And you turn your head and then someone had a hammer and broke the faucets off and you couldn't turn them off. That's how I want my paradise to be. I want it to be a broken faucet that's broken where you can't turn it off. I just want the love and the catering to just never stop until I'm
Well,
not
that
here no
brings
more.
up something else because your version of wanting to be loved is different than mine. Because yours is all the amenities.
That's why we had to define.
Yes, yours
Yep.
is all the amenities. Me, I don't need all them. I need the little stuff.
No, I don't need the
I
little
oh
stuff.
I
No,
oh
no,
I need the little stuff. I need you
no.
you in a store and like, oh, she loves socks.
No, see, don't buy me no socks.
Oh gosh.
No, please don't buy me no socks.
Or you go to Starbucks and say,
oh,
oh,
Starbucks.
I know she loves coffee.
Oh,
Like
no.
those are the little things. Like I need, like when I'm talking, because I talk a lot, and you pick up on the things that make me smile or make me happy.
Right.
Like those are the things that get to me.
I like the beginning of Coming to America when Eddie Murphy was in that water. That's my idea. Now that just freeze the movie right there. Don't go to Queens.
Somebody brushing your teeth for you.
Don't go to Queens and try to find, that mission that they was on trying to find that girl, or they found her. They found a wife. Mm-hmm. Don't get the Globe and go to that.
You don't want to stay there. See, he realized he didn't even want to stay there.
I want to stay right there.
That's the thing. He didn't even want to stay there.
That was his version of paradise.
Exactly.
My version of paradise, you could have ended the movie right there.
See, I'm more of his version.
No.
At the end of it.
No. I like the beginning. If you ever watch Coming to America, just watch it. And right before he talked to his father and mother about he wanted to find his own wife, his own queen, just rewind the movie and start it over again. And that's my life. That's what I want. That's my version of paradise.
And your version of paradise, and you have no say so in it.
I don't care as long as it looks like the movie.
It looks like the movie.
Yeah.
But when you do want to talk to somebody, or you do want to
talk to somebody else.
Yeah, just talk to somebody. You talk to somebody else.
Somebody else talk to. Life is too short for me to try to figure out why I don't have a voice with you. I don't care. I go talk to someone else elsewhere, because I'm gonna tell you. Mm-hmm. Even the person who has just in my opinion, even the person who has the voice or the listening ear, when this person decides to go listen to someone else, they're still going to do it. So I would rather have that movie on continuous loop.
And that.
That's right. All the way to the end. That's just my version of paradise. So what we had to do is we have to now define paradise. So I believe that it's going to be a reoccurring thing for people who come into the podcast to define their version of paradise. It's only right. And some people might admit their version, and some people are going to be, not going to say too much about what they think paradise is. But those who are willing to tell, I think that's healthy for them to actually say, my version of paradise looks like this. My version of paradise looks like Coming to America without the bride, the queen to be. Mm-hmm. That guy singing, I don't need none of that. And the girl jumping on the 1 foot.
Okay.
And barking. Yep. So skip from the beginning, skip to her, and to start back at the beginning. That's what I need. No, I don't care. I don't need a voice.
I just want to put one thing in there.
Okay.
You got to help me though. I don't want to be the decision maker anymore.
All right.
Like that's one of the biggest things. I don't want to be a decision maker no more.
You don't want to be a decision maker.
No.
So you want to be led by a man.
Yes.
That's a good thing. I hear that. I hear more of that. Can you believe that I learned that when I was a child? That women, I had someone fortunate enough to tell me that, and then it manifested itself as an adult. Women do like to be led by somebody who's capable of leading.
That's the key.
They don't want to be led by no clown. They want to be led by someone who's capable of leading. And that's why I always try to make myself capable of leading, even if you don't want to be led that day. I could have led. Quick example, a personal example. I might be putting it out there a little bit, but last night the alarm went off at home. That's scary.
Yes, you in your own home and the alarm
goes off? The alarm goes off. She looking for me, but I was already downstairs, ready to kill. Ready to.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be sitting upstairs like
ready to kill.
I hope he kill him.
And I really wasn't nervous about no. I figured that it probably was just a sensor or a mistake or something. Which it was. The window was open. One of the windows open, but that's what it was. So somebody willing to lead in that, right, and also to lead in every other aspect as far as leadership is going. You want somebody who you can feel comfortable with them taking the lead. Now we want to go here. I want to go here with you.
Okay.
Now that we've got the air clear just with us too, you go ahead and hit your little henny. Your little henny shot. Your little henny. She ever hitting henny, y'all. So what we wanted to do was we wanted to clear the air on that. The more people that we have come in, we'll begin to ask them that reoccurring powerful question that's powerful. What is paradise to you? What does that look like? But for tonight, we're going to go here. The topic. Now, got to take you another way because I got Delana. I got Delana. I got the screenshots of Delana. I got a whole campaign set up for Delana, but I just haven't showed it to her just yet. Now,
Okay.
in life, this is the topic. This is where we land in here. We're gonna bring the podcast into the topic. We're gonna engage to it with our panel. In life, you have what you need. Now just think of needs. Think of needs. You have what you need. All of the needs that you could possibly have, you have them. And you also have a multitude of your wants, the things that you want, which are separate from your needs. It's a clear division between the two. But are you the type of person, or of these two, do you need what you want? That's what I'm here to ask you. You have what you need.
Mm-hmm.
You have outlined and organized your wants like a wish list. Okay. But do you need what you want?
So I think of this as defining paradise. Okay, defining what your needs are. Not necessarily just defining what your needs are.
Right. So we're going to have to define the needs.
Yes. All because everyone's needs
are different. And everybody's wants are different.
Yes. So this is just an example. Beyonce needs a bodyguard. She can't go to the grocery store or to just a walk in the park without somebody. Me, on the other hand, I don't need a bodyguard.
You might.
I don't need that to do not the things I do.
Not at this current moment, but you might.
The things that I need to do. I don't have to have a bodyguard. So it depends on where you're at in life, what your needs are.
Right.
And it depends on, it can be your age, it can be your tax bracket, it could be where you're from, where you live at currently. Your needs change and evolve with you. Mm-hmm. Currently, my needs is to have shelter, clothing.
Yeah.
Food, of course. But some of the things I want,
right,
they start to blend and blur into that need category.
Do you need the things that you want?
I do at that moment.
Wow. We got one that says you need what you want. So you have your needs.
They're all met.
And then you blend over into wants and you need those too?
In that moment. It depends on that moment.
They can't just be left at wants. They have to be needs. Is it that?
Sometimes a want turns into a need.
So basically where we're going now is we becoming sharper now. What's happening here, the power behind this topic is to understand the intensity and to study the intensity of wants. I'm trying to see personally, this is just something that resonated in my mind. I'm trying to see the intensity. How has society, how has life, how has the journey and progression and evolution over time and this experience and journey that we call life propel wants into the category of needs? How do you need wants? Wants are something that you want, but if I don't have it, no, I need those too. So I think that it's a scientific study that's going to take place stemming from this podcast to understand the logic behind needing your wants.
Because as a person, hopefully you evolve. And in your evolution, those wants that you used to want now have become a necessity to you.
Okay.
So think about it this way. Tax bracket change.
Right.
right?
Right.
Now I used to want a bigger house. Now I have this bigger house. Now I need things in order to keep this house safe, such as an alarm
That
system.
is a very, very intelligent spin on the topic. Next day, I just need a new bag. I just need those shoes. That's a clever way
So
to slide the wants into the need category.
it is. And also, we talked about this earlier about transference addictions.
Yeah.
So some people had maybe a lesser different addiction,
Mm-hmm.
and as they evolve their addictions change. You know, online shopping is mine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I have about 5 to 6 carts going right about now.
Yeah. Add the cart.
Add the cart, and then you hit it, and I don't need another stitch of clothing. I don't.
But
But
I knew it was coming. Here come the but.
I have 3 packages literally sitting on my floor right now
Yeah.
with clothing items in them.
So now we understand it. So this is opening up a total new universe where we're getting understanding that actual wants have now become needs. And I was wondering the reason why I even had that thought because I found myself not being able, just from my standpoint, I found myself not being able to cope with not having what I want. That's where I asked myself. I said, well, man, do you have only needs? Or is there any separation between needs and wants anymore? Because every time I find myself wanting something, I guess it triggers me in that area where the same intensity and the same passion behind things that you need. Of course, you're passionate about the things that you need. But now I start to see that same passion and that same ferocity for the things that I want.
So are they really wants at this point?
That's
They're changing now into your needs.
so now are the wants. Do you need the things that you want? So I have to. What we need to do is we need to get a scientist or some type of professor in here to kind of hash out the logic of me evolving, like you say, evolve. I hate that word, but I have to use it here. Evolving into a person who formerly had wants, but now everything has like the same power behind it. A need always had a little bit more of a serious intent behind it because it's something that you needed. But now that same intensity is now aimed at my wants. So I'm trying to figure out, do you need what you want?
So think of it this way. Growing up in HP,
Yeah.
I was growing up, we didn't have a whole lot. I had my needs met, but I didn't get all the extra stuff. So as I've gotten older, all the extra stuff has become things that I need
That you
or I
need.
feel I need. Like I need my hair done.
But you don't need.
I don't. I feel like I don't feel like I'm myself when I don't have it. If it's not,
I get it.
like I need my nails and toes done. It's one of those things where I just don't feel like myself when I don't have it. It is a want. It is something that I can absolutely live without. But I'm happier with it.
Right. Okay. Well, that right there, and that your answer is beautiful. That's just amazing. So that right there is the topic. I want you to engage. What we're doing now is we're creating a panel. We got myself. We got the wonderful Delana. So what we're doing now, that's your new nickname, the wonderful Delana.
Wonderful.
The wonderful Delana. So what we have is the wonderful Delana here this evening, and we have now opened up. I see that we want to take this to a new frontier. We are opening up 2 topic forums. The first one is paradise. Define paradise, and is paradise worth sacrificing or risking your voice to, or would you rather have your voice but have no amenities, have no form of paradise, just regular or basically even probably a low quality situation. Of the two, which one would you choose? And now we have now added, you have your needs, this is established, this is verified, but you have your wants here too now. Do you need the things that you want? So this is a psychological trip that I'm really loving to be on. I want to indulge in this, and I'm glad that we have the wonderful Delaney here to help be a guiding light in this situation. But we want you to engage into these topics. We want you to define paradise, and we also want you to answer clearly whether you want, if are your wants now translating into needs. And like I said, to be clear on my answer, everything has now translated into I need it.
Want to know why?
Why?
Because you've met all your needs. So everything else that's outside of that has become a need, because it's not really a want. It's a want. It really is a want, because you've met all your needs.
Yeah.
But anything you think of outside of those needs now is a need for you, because
you've already met the needs.
You've already met your needs.
But did I meet my needs?
Are you alive?
Yeah, but I still need to have everything I want. I don't know. We need a
psychiatrist or a psychologist.
We need a pro to come up in here and untangle
somebody who went to school for this.
Yeah, sipping all that Henny over there. You got me going over there. To our supporters, let's roll. We want to roll to our supporters. I'm glad that y'all roll with us on that. We're gonna establish, we're gonna become sharper on both of those topics. But to our supporters, the ones who support the podcast, the ones who support me in business and the podcast, all cash is verified, meaning any cash coming in or any cash going out is verified. We don't just get help and then not acknowledge the people, the persons, the entities who help us do these fly things, and as I would say, respect my cho. Everybody know what cho mean. We from Detroit. If you don't know what cho mean that money, that bread. I respect my cho. So I say it in that form because so many times people have, as we were talking about the topic, a voice. But the only voice they have, sometimes like people like to play the background, but they like to help. We want those people to understand that you are to recognize. So that's what to my supporters mean, to my personal supporters, and what people who just support me on cash is verified as well. And I definitely respect your cho, as I would want you to respect my cho. We have another aspect of the Let Us Become Sharper universe that we're actually working on. It's called Prosperity and Power. Prosperity and Power is the rant that I place in between the podcast when I can't make it to the studio or schedules don't match. I do a rant and I just rant on and on and on, just going over several topics, theories, and ideas that I have personally. I would name it Prosperity and Power. The word prosperity and power is a statement that was created. It can and will be duplicated. So prosperity and power is more so something that can be duplicated on any level, where you gather your prosperity and then you establish your power. That's the thing that we do. So that's why I named it that way. But prosperity and power can and will be duplicated. Is something that's great. You can check that out, and I'll leave some links for that. So yeah, we back to two wonderful topics with the wonderful Delaney. I'm so happy to have you here.
So glad to be here.
Are you? Yeah,
I am.
I saw the sincerity in that. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm glad that you are engaging in this and really taking this on, because we got people that's going to come in and follow these ideas that we're placing, because it's really serious stuff that we want to know. We have to define paradise, because I consider myself to be a person who's found it. But the voice part is another conversation.
So you found it.
Found it, yes. I found paradise. I have. And
I have not.
You have not.
No.
I found paradise. And I guess that's, just giving a little backstory. That's how I came up with this, because I said, you have paradise. But I sometimes see people who, and I want to be careful with what I say, I sometimes see people who have more fun with less. I'll just cut it like that. I've seen people have more fun with less. I've seen people have more fun with less. So I say, as I look at that situation, I say, so you have this quote unquote paradise, but sometimes maybe your voice may be minimized versus the communication that I've observed of people who just have each other. It's kind of more of an intense kind of scenario. And I kind of stood on the outside looking in to put myself maybe in that scenario. But then I said, better yet, why don't I just take it to the forum and see what people think about it? So that's how the topic come to be. And as far as your wants and your needs, you know how we roll on that. I feel, that was earth shattering what you said about you've already accomplished all of your needs. So now your wants also become needs. That's just one perspective. But let's see what the people think when we put this out there to them. Let's see what the people think. We're going to put a pin in it for now, wants and needs, and we want everybody to define paradise. To all the people out there, I want you to multitask, meaning be safe, but also stay dangerous. We want you to be safe and stay dangerous at the same time. We want to consider your health, consider your meditation. We want you to also have peace. Some people want peace. Some people strive for chaos. But this message today on the podcast is to pursue peace. Talk about some more topics. I ain't gonna have it too long, so we're gonna wrap it up now. Be safe out there. Be blessed. Until the next time, let us become sharper.